Hey. Y'all get y'all's teams on. Get your teams on in this room. Right? Y'all get y'all's teams on. I'm going to have to, I'm going to have to assign somebody to help me tonight. It is moving so fast. Give me 1 second. I see Chelsea. Chelsea, I'm getting ready to make you co-host. Soon as I can grab your name really quick. Okay. So Chelsea, I just made you co-host, y'all. Good evening. Chelsea, if you could help me let everybody in, y'all listen, send out your last minute text messages, right? Because y'all, let me tell you something. I gotta just admit this, right? I'm gonna do like one of my good friends say. It ain't bragging when you can do it, right? Listen, I am super excited, y'all. This is how I have lived my life. Ever since 2008, when I got my license in the insurance industry. I can do this shit with my eyes closed, right? I'm telling y'all, I want y'all to get everybody on this call so we can go ahead and get started. Hold on, y'all. Let me make some other people some co-hosts. We definitely want to make sure we are getting everybody in the room. I see Dr. Kofer. Michelle, I hope I was able to grab you real quick before it moved again. No, I was not. Give me 1 second. Let me see. Okay. Let me see who else can help me, y'all. We are moving. Y'all know I'm super excited. Tangela. Hey, Tangela. I just made you co-host. Y'all know I'm geek tonight, right? Listen, y'all get ready to hear about what I've been working on for the last 4 months. 4 weeks. Let me say that 4 weeks. I keep saying 4 months. But for the last 4 weeks. And y'all listen, I made sure that y'all know that song "We Be Getting to the Money." I had to make sure that was gonna happen because I know this industry. I know life insurance. I live off of it currently today. I would not be able to explore any other opportunities, guys, if I would have not created a renewal income from this very industry that we're going to talk about tonight. I'm going to share something with you guys, especially for the ones that are in my Female in Finances group on Facebook. Let me see if I can share this with you because I want to show y'all just how powerful this industry is. We're going to talk about life insurance, right? And you guys are going to see why I'm so super excited. Give me 1 second. Yeah, I'm all over the place. Give me 1 second, y'all, and welcome to our Monday night mentorship call. I want to share this with you. Let me share my screen. Y'all, give me 1 moment. Share my screen with y'all so y'all can see why I am super excited. I absolutely love insurance. I love being able to have another platform, right, that I can use. Let me pull it up. Here we go. Y'all, let me know. Let me know if you can see my Facebook.
Yes, we can see it.
All right. So look, y'all, let me just, y'all, this was back in 2021. Y'all know this is during the pandemic. And let me tell you something, y'all, so many products that we're going to have access to, but I just want you to see, because I don't know if we're going to have access to this product, but I want you to see the power of insurance, and guys, and why I'm so excited. And I'm going to tell you, I was just a skeptic like everybody else when my mentor first told me, Cordie, you got to get your life insurance license. And I'm like, what? I quit my job for real estate. What are you talking about, right? But y'all listen, I want y'all to just take a look at what I wrote in 2021. I said, and this is why I launched my career in the financial services years ago. I just closed a deal on an IUL policy that pays $18,000 in premium a month. Right? I want everybody to see that. $18,000 in premium a month. Y'all, this is in my private group, my females and finances group. So if you're not in there, get in that space, right? This policy, I want y'all to see this. This policy will pay me approximately $194,000 in commission, which will be spread out in 5 years, right? That's over $38,000 in upfront money per year for 5 years. Renewal is about $10,000 per year for 15 years. What policy did I sell? This option I use for this case is the IUL with premium finance. This is what's possible in the insurance industry. Premium finance is a niche market, not well known by most experienced brokers in this industry. What did I do for this client? Right? I solved a problem of a 61-year-old gentleman who has nothing set up, y'all, for retirement. With that option I gave him, in 16 years, he'll be able to draw $100,000 per year for retirement until age 100. In the meantime, while this policy is growing, his family is also protected with a little over $3 million worth of life insurance. The best part, the $18,000 a month in premium, yeah, I'm sorry, because these people keep texting. The $18,000 a month in premium, look at this. He only has to pay about $400 a month using his own money. The rest is financed and with no payback. I got a bank to loan him $217,000 per year for 7.5 years, y'all, to fund his policy. After 15 years, there would be enough cash value to pay the loan back and fund his retirement. The $400 a month is the interest he has to pay. His total lifetime out of pocket is $438,000. His return is $2.4 million, and he also has life insurance, guys, of $3 million. He can't lose with this option. Before I could get off the Zoom call with him, he was asking if I could help some of his colleagues. He initially asked, y'all, if I could find him $1 million 20-year term policy, which was going to be about $500 a month. What do you think he's better off with? $1 million 20-year term policy, $400 to $500 a month that will end at the age of 81, or a $3 million IUL for $400,000 a month that will give him $100,000 a year in income for the rest of his life. Commission on that $500 term policy would have been only about $4,500 at the top of the commission level. So $4,500 versus $194,000, you do the math. When I tell y'all, listen, this shit, I know, right? So I am super, super excited. So excited. Y'all, just when it comes to life insurance, this is game changing. I want you guys to know what you have your hands on. Now, I can't promise you, y'all, we're going to be doing premium finance deals. Y'all know, once again, that is truly, truly a niche market. That has to be a person of high wealth, right? That has to be a person that can afford to do it. And I'm going to tell y'all, this is what's so funny. When I look back on this post, right, it was so funny because, y'all, this was the reason why I got into the whole credit space. Because remember what I just said, he asked me, could I help his colleagues? Y'all, this policy right here, you had to have a certain credit score, right? So you just couldn't say, hey, I got the money or anything like that. That bank wanted to see that credit score. And so, guys, that's when I started to be like, okay, so how can I get their credit done, right? And that's when I realized, guys, in the state of Georgia, you had to have a nonprofit in order to do credit because anything else was illegal, blah, 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 blah. I heard all this, so I'm like, okay, cool. That's when I created my nonprofit. So, y'all, it was this one policy. It was this one client that was game changing for me. And y'all see, that was 2021. Guess what? Your girl's still getting paid off of that policy in 2025. Don't get it twisted, right? $194,000 commission. So yeah, I just wanted y'all to see that. I want you to see the power that this one little bitty license, guys, that you're gonna have access to, can hold, what it does for your life, right? I was telling Michelle and Tangela today, I said, you know what's so amazing? Guys, I hear it all the time. Well, Cordie, I don't really want to build no business. I don't want to recruit. I don't want to. Y'all know I've never heard a life insurance agent tell me that ever, ever. It just blows my mind. I've never heard an agent in life insurance say that. And so I'm like, really, where are we getting that from? And so, guys, what I'm going to talk about tonight, um, guess what? You're going to lose big if you don't want to recruit. I'm gonna be honest with you. If you're somebody on this line and you want you want to get a life insurance license, y'all listen. We build agencies. That's what an agent does. They build agencies, right? It ain't gonna be no time. I don't want to recruit. I don't. Ooh, Lord, if I could tell y'all. Oh my goodness. Let me tell you why this is going to be so powerful. Let me tell you why it's time for you to open your mouth and stop being scared, right? Let me tell you why it's time for that. Because, guys, listen, one thing I know for sure, once again, life insurance, guess what? That person's going to have to be vetted. They're going to have to take a state test. They're going to have to get a background check. They're going to have to get fingerprints. Guys, listen, all that stuff is going to have to happen. This is a real industry, right? It ain't no, oh, it might go away tomorrow. Absolutely not. Y'all, let me tell you something. During the pandemic, no, not during the pandemic, during the crash of the market, you know who the government bailed out? Y'all drop in the chat and tell me, do you know who the government bailed out when the market crashed? It was an insurance company. Anybody, if you know, drop it in the chat. Let me know. Who was the insurance company that the government bailed out? Absolutely. That go my girl, Jacqueline. I see you, Jacqueline. AIG. Yes, they did. Did they bail out a bank? Did they bail out any mortgage companies? Y'all saw those mortgage companies. Hey, they was blowing up left and right. Banks were shutting down left and right. But guess what's not gonna ever shut down? Y'all, this is recession proof, depression proof, all kinds of proof, right? So let me tell y'all, if you ain't never opened your mouth before, I'm telling you, guys, we got to get serious about it. So, y'all, listen, I want everybody to pull out your calculators, right? Pull out your calculators, pull out your phone, whatever it is you're going to use. Let me turn my video off, y'all, because y'all going to have me running around this room in a second. I'm getting ready to pull up this information because I want y'all to look at this and I want y'all to do some calculations with me. Okay. I need for full participation. Let me just share my screen. Yeah, I'm when I tell y'all your girl is geeked tonight, right? Yeah, super excited. Can y'all see my screen? I'm gonna make it a little bit bigger.
Yes, we can.
Yeah, this is what I get excited about. I get excited about this commission, right? I get excited because I know when I walk in someone's home, guess what? I know for a fact that one day them and this policy is going to exchange places. You know what, Tangela? Hold on, y'all. Let me stop sharing my screen one moment. Let me just show y'all how important life insurance is. Give me 1 second, y'all. Tangela, did I email that to you?
You sure did.
Okay. Yeah, hold on, because oh my gosh, y'all finna have your girl going crazy on this call tonight. Give me 1 second. I want everybody to soak this in, right? I'm gonna show y'all what I hand my clients when I actually write their policy, right? I'm gonna make sure y'all get a copy of this because see, this is gonna be very important. When I tell you your girl can teach you how to sell insurance left and right, right to where it ain't never no, oh, I ain't got nobody to talk to. You know, no, baby. We always got people to talk to. So listen. Y'all, when I am talking to my clients, let me tell you what I put in. Oh, hold on. Y'all, look at this. I want y'all to see this. I put in this little thing. I am your policy, right? This goes in every folder for my client. Y'all, this is just how powerful life insurance is. And I want everybody to understand it. This says you and I have similar purposes in this world. It is your job to provide food, clothing, shelter, medicine, sun dry, and other essential items for your loved ones. You do this while I lay in your desk drawer. I have faith and trust in you. Out of your earnings will come the cost of my upkeep. At times, I may appear to be worthless to you, but someday, and who knows when, you and I will change places. When you are laid to rest, I will come alive and do your job. I will provide the funds necessary for your final resting place and guarantee that your loved ones will not be burdened. I can also provide food, clothing, shelter, medicine, and other essential items your family will continue to need, just as you are doing now. When your work is done and your afterlife begins, my work will begin. Through me, your hands will carry on, and so will your legacy. Whenever you feel the price you are paying for my upkeep is burdensome, remember that I will do more for you and your family than you will ever do for me. If you do your part, I will do mine. Sincerely, your policy. And guys, look at that. I put on there when is their first payment date, their due date, the coverage amount, the premium, and the accidental coverage amount if they get AD&D. Let me tell y'all something. I'm gonna teach y'all how to write where can't no agent come behind you and replace your policy. Right? I truly sit and educate my clients. It ain't no sale for me. This is life changing because y'all, guess what? Guess when that family knows what you sold them matters? The day when somebody died, and that's too late. See, so I don't play games with this industry, right? I don't play games. I don't just go out and just talk to people for money. Y'all, this is not a money grab, right? This is real life impacting real families. Guess what? But the money come with the mission, baby. That's all it is. The money come with a mission. Y'all hear me? Okay. So look, let me down just let me calm down. Let me share my screen. What I am going to show y'all, because y'all, we're going to do some calculations, right? We are going to put some numbers up, y'all. While I'm doing this, please make sure you are getting out your calculators, right? Y'all, I'm telling y'all, we going to sell us some, as the old people say, some insurance, right? We going to do this thing. We get ready to do this thing. Let me pull up what, hold on, y'all, because now I'm let me see, where did I just put it? I just minimized it. Give me 1 second. How many people, you know what, y'all, while I'm looking for this, how many people are looking to get licensed? How many people on the call actually have their license? And then how many people are looking to get licensed? Because that's what I want to know. Who is actually looking to get life insurance license? Y'all know we got to pass the test. We got to do all these things, but let me tell you something. Hey, man, y'all talking about some money. But once again, y'all, this is a business that I am so passionate about. But yeah, we're gonna do it. We're gonna do it right. We're gonna do it right. So I want y'all to look at this, right? And so, guys, I just want y'all to take notes, right? Just jot down some notes, okay? Because once again, everything finalized will come out soon. Y'all, we will be a non-captive company. That means that my license don't have to just sit with Freedom Path and Freedom Path only, right? I can put my license with any other carrier that I choose to, okay? So I definitely want you guys to understand that we will be non-captive, okay? There are going to be tiered commissions. That's the reason why if you're not growing an agency, man, shame on you. Because guess what? People going to sell life insurance. But y'all, let's just take a look at some of this payout. And this is where I want you to look at it, right? I want you to look at the payout because for the most part, it looks like everybody's going to be brand new in insurance, right? And guys, one thing about insurance, we want to make sure that you're writing good business. This ain't no, we just finna throw some poop up against the wall and see what's gonna stick, right? We wanna make sure we're writing good business. We wanna make sure we understand what we're saying. Guys, we will have to have errors and omissions, insurance, right? You'll hear me say E&O. Why? Because once again, especially y'all, when we start dealing with IULs, let me tell you something. It's amazing how many of these agents talk about it, y'all, but I promise you more than half of them don't sell it. I promise you that. right? A lot of them are afraid to sell it, but it is a great sell. It's like that good old sizzle reel just to get people excited. But a lot of them don't sell it. A lot of them don't understand it themselves. They can't explain it. Guys, that is the one policy that if you don't know what you're doing, I would say don't even worry about it, because that is the one policy, guys, where agents get sued a lot behind that one policy, because it will blow up in their face when you don't understand it, right? When you're teaching it on a wealth concept, however, you're not teaching them to really make it work how you explained it, guys, they will come back. They will call the commissioner. You'll get your license taken. I mean, I've seen so many different things with that. That's the reason why I'm very cautious. Y'all, I make sure when I'm talking to clients, I make sure I'm talking to the right client. Every product is not for everybody, right? Same thing in real estate. There's some products in real estate on the mortgage side, guys, it's just not designed for everybody. It just is what it is, because there's always wealth products, right? And so, but y'all, let's look at some of this commission. So let's just say, I'm Cordie. I got, if somebody could it's two people in the waiting room. I can't see who they are. Listen, let's just say, I have an amazing agency, and I am on a 45% contract level, right? So let's say, listen, I've already written 11 through 20 apps. I'm on my 21st. Well, let's just say I've done my 11 through 20. I'm in between those numbers. So I'm on a 45% contract level, right? And I want somebody to take that, and I want y'all to calculate with me, right? Let's say I went out to a client. I wrote $1,100 annual commission, right? Because see, y'all, in life insurance, guess what? We might write a premium and it may be about $80 a month. But when we annualize it, that's what insurance agents get paid from. We get paid from the annual premium, because normally that company is going to pay you 9 months or either 10 months in advance. And guys, this is the reason why it's so easy for me to sit down with a client in 30 minutes, right, and make $800-900 while somebody else out there Ubering, and they ain't gonna even make $800-900 that week, and I can do it in 30 minutes, right? So let me just show you how powerful this is, right? So I want everybody to take in your calculator, right? Clear out your calculator, put 1,100. If y'all could just put, because that's going to be our annual commission, right? Now we're doing it at a 45% contract level, okay? So 1,100 times 45%. Y'all following me? Who's calculating so somebody can give me some numbers? Anybody?
You got some getting dropped in the chat. So
Okay.
far you got 495. I saw 960. I saw 495 several times.
Okay, so let's go back. All right, so y'all listen. We did $1,100 annual commission. Take that times 45%. That's our contract level, but it's 85% advance. So take 1,100 times 45% times 85% advance. Tell me what my commission is. And I just sat down with that client for maybe about 30 minutes max, 30, 40 minutes, just depending on how much chit-chatting we doing. Right? So, Michelle, tell me, what did somebody put in the chat?
I see 420.75 now coming in multiple times.
Absolutely. Y'all, that's 420 right there. Now, y'all look, let's just say we did 3 of those this week. So let's take that 420.75 times 3. Y'all, that's $1,262 in 1 week. See, this is the reason why I tell anybody all the time, you got a life insurance license. Let me tell you something. You can write yourself up out of debt in 30 days. $1,200, and I only talked to 3 clients. Y'all, guess what? That's somebody's mortgage. That's somebody's rent, right? Right there. And we only in week 1, right? So can you imagine week 2? Let's say we did 5 of them, but let's say the commission varied, right? So now let's clear out our calculators. See, y'all, this is what I love about it. And this is why I was having so much fun with chatting and while I was putting this together. Because I'm like, wait a minute, y'all, let's talk about this thing with numbers. Because this is straight numbers. I can clearly see what's going to be coming in. I can clearly see what I'm going to make, right? But this is very, very clear. So y'all, let's take another number. Let's just say we did a premium of $1,400, right? Now let's just say, y'all, hey, I'm I'm on policy 21. So now we did $1,400. Y'all, we on a 55% contract level now. And now we on a 90% advance. Y'all, that's $693. One client. Max 45 minutes, maybe, right? Now we can take that. I talked to 4 clients doing that. That's $2,772. Y'all, let me tell you something. This is the reason why I'm in this game. Because see, I love to cut time frames. And y'all listen, there's a policy out there that guess what? It'll pay you within 48 hours. See, some of these IULs, term policies, other whole life, y'all, a lot of them, some of them gonna have to be underwritten. Some of them you're gonna have to be chasing your client down. Hey, can you go get a medical exam? Have you called Med One and set up your medical exam? Have you, the people been trying to get you on the phone to do an interview? You're gonna have to do all that. But y'all, guess what? There's a product out there, and I'm gonna teach y'all how to sell that. Like, cause see, I do this every day. There's a product out there, guys. Hey, there's no underwriting. It pays within 48 hours. So can you imagine you broke, busted, and disgusted one day, and now all of a sudden, guess what? You go out there and you get you 3 clients, and within 48 hours, you done made $1,500. Y'all, this is game changing. This is life changing. So once again, y'all, and then another thing in life insurance, we get paid renewals, right? And so that was one of my biggest things. You know, I own my book of business. I get paid renewals. So are we going to get paid renewals here, y'all, at Freedom Path? Absolutely we are. Year 2 through 10. Ain't that amazing? Ain't that amazing? Year 2 through 10, you will get paid renewals, right? So of course, guys, you're reading right here, commissionable revenue, 100% of your target premium, right? The target premium is your first year total premium. Annualization pays a certain percentage of commission in month 1, and the rest of the commissions are going to be paid to you in month 12. Renewals are paid month 1 of that renewal year. Yay, 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 yay. Y'all, let me tell you what's game changing. And I'm going to make sure I get this information out to you guys. See right here, y'all, in order to participate in this side of the game, you got to have a license. This is the reason why I've never heard anybody say, Cordie, I don't want to build an agency. Because guess what, y'all? They know when you hold a license, this is your $1 million ticket, right? So you got to have a life insurance license, y'all, to participate in this game. Whatever your resident state is, you got to be licensed in that state, okay? But y'all, let me tell you, this is what I love. Currently today, y'all have heard me say I hold a license in every state, da, 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 da. And you're probably like, well, Cordie, why? Now, am I writing in all those states? No, I'm not. Do I do business in all those states? On the business and the personal side, more on the business side? Yes, I do. Right? And when I send agents out, guys, guess what? I get paid off of that. But I got to hold that license. I got to buy that license. I got to renew that license. It costs money to do that. Money to do that, right? And so here at Freedom Path, y'all, guess what? We're going to be set up with Freedom Path. So all the commission is going to come into Freedom Path. Because of that structure, it is Freedom Life that is holding all 50 state licenses, not Cordie Moore, not Dr. Kofer, not Dr. Tangela Collins Myers, right? Freedom Path holds all those licenses. So what does that mean for Cordie Moore? So that means great. I can have my license here in the state of Georgia, but guess what? I got Keisha writing out there in North Carolina. Then Keisha can get a license in Florida. She can go right there. I got Diana writing down there in Florida. I got Lily writing up there in Missouri or wherever Lily is. I mean, all these people all across the country writing. And guys, guess what? I don't even have to hold a non-resident license. I'm still going to get, right, my overrides because they are still a part of my agency. Y'all, that's game changing. And if you talk to any professional life insurance, y'all, and let me tell you, when I say professional, I'm talking about like a Cordie, not somebody who just hold a license and they really don't understand the industry because they ain't really made no money, right? But when you talk to a real professional life insurance licensed person, y'all, you explain that to them, guess what? They gonna like, what? You mean to tell me I ain't got to have all these licenses and keep paying for all these renewals and see? No, you don't. Right? So listen, y'all take that little nugget. Because see, that's how you're gonna be recruiting, right? So now look at this, y'all. You got to maintain a persistency of at least 75%. Y'all in life insurance, those insurance companies, make sure you ain't finna throw no crap up against the wall, because you can't keep having clients to keep coming off the books where they gonna pay 2-3 months premium, and then they gonna stop paying. And now you done got paid all this money up front, and now they're having to come back and hit you with charge. They're not going to do that, because what you're telling them is that you out here writing a bunch of mess. We don't want your mess. We want the real clients that you set down. See, when you start having major chargebacks, you know what that's telling me? That's you ain't doing your job right. That's all it does. It just exposes you. You were out there, you know, as my mentor used to say, with the green-eyed monster, because you just saw money, but you didn't sell your client good enough for that client to stick. So guys, you got to have a persistency of at least 75%, right? You got to at least maintain a placement ratio of at least 60%. Okay. And then y'all listen, what do they say? If your persistency drops below those accepted levels, you're going to be in review. And y'all, that advance money that you got up front, yeah, that $690, guess what? You possibly going to be on as earned. That means as that client is paying that premium, you're going to get your little cut out of that every month. I don't want little cuts, right? I got in this business to help my clients and for the advance money, right? Because I'm going to make sure I write good business. And guys, this is the reason why you got to go in knowing how to develop relationship with these clients. It's not a, hey, y'all, let me tell. No, y'all, this is such of an emotional sale. If you make this sale just all about the sale and the transaction, guys, I'm going to tell you, I'm going to go behind you and rewrite all your policies. Because one thing I'm good at is connecting with somebody's emotions. This is an emotional sale, right? You're talking about what's going to happen with a client, right? I told one of my clients just the other day, today I'm sitting here, I'm Cordie the underwriter. Tell me, if I was Cordie the undertaker, what would your family be doing with me right now? Y'all, you know, that lady looked at me, she was like, oh, Lord. See, guys, you got to know how to talk to people, right? You got to know how to talk to people. I was listening to a guy on the call the other day. One thing he said when he was talking with one of his clients who was in his 80s, no, he was in his 70s. He was in his 70s, and he had recently retired. And y'all, nobody told him that, hey, when you retire, this life insurance policy isn't going to go with you. And now here he is trying to get life insurance. And he talked about, you know, his son and his daughter and all this stuff. And, you know, just how close they were, how close they are. You know, his daughter's like his princess. He's like the Black Panther to his son. Y'all, his son was 53. His son is 53 years old. And when the guy, he said, when he was talking with his client, he said, wow, you like Black Panther in his life. He said, so you know the day you pass away, your 53-year-old son is going to turn into a 5-year-old little boy. Y'all, that man broke down and cried. See, so you got to know how to, y'all, let me tell you something. We're going to have some amazing training, because this is game changing. Literally game changing. Remember, life insurance and real estate, y'all, these are the two largest transfers of wealth. You cannot play with them. Okay. So we want to make sure we're writing good business. We don't want nobody to be doing no as earned. That's not fun. I ain't never been on it. Don't want to experience it. Don't want you to be on it either. Once again, guys, you will get the overrides on your teams, and everybody should know, you know, what that schedule looks like when we look at overrides and percentages. But once again, guys, you have to hold a license to participate. Right? You have to hold a license to participate. Okay. We are still in the talks, y'all, about the points. What are the product points going to look like? It's not final. I'm pushing for 6 product points because y'all, that means, hey, 6 product points. You go out here and write 4 apps, y'all. That's an additional $3,000, right? So I'm like, oh yeah, let's do that, right? So y'all know I'm still pushing. But listen, y'all, I'm telling y'all, this is game changing. This is truly, truly game changing. I want to show you another thing. And y'all, this is why I am so passionate just about being in this industry. And y'all, listen, you're going to have people to say, oh, you know what, Tangela, I'm good. You know, y'all know that I'm good. I got, girl, you got life insurance? Oh, yeah, girl, I got it on my job, right? Y'all going to hear people say all of that. But I want to show you something. And I saved this for... Give me 1 second. I saved this because I knew it. I had just never seen it. Y'all, ain't that amazing? As long as I had been licensed, I knew it. I had just never seen it in action. Okay. So let me show y'all. Y'all, man. Yeah, we getting ready. We getting ready to save a lot of families. This is life saving for families, y'all. I'm gonna tell you. I always tell my clients, I am gonna be the best person, right? I'm gonna be the most favored person to your family on their worst day. Because guess what? Cordie's gonna provide the money, right? That's what we're looking for. Cordie's gonna come in with the check, and so. We got to make sure we get this right. Yeah, I'm just scrolling down my Facebook because I want to show y'all something that is so powerful. And I will make sure each and every person got this. Y'all, if you're in my Females in Finances group on Facebook, you probably already got it because all you got to do is just, save the photo. But guys, in this group, I'm always just dropping little nuggets about my experiences throughout, this whole financial world. But hold on, because I want to make sure I'm finding both of these pictures, because y'all, let me tell you something. Like I said, I've heard it before, and that's what I was using to sell it. But listen, I had never seen it. Okay, so let me now share my screen. I want y'all to take a look at this. So when people say, hey, girl, I'm good. I got life insurance at my job. You guys know that they don't own that policy, right? And because they don't own it, they do not see all the fine print, right? Because I can be a person who smoke, I got cancer, I got all that, and you working at Coca-Cola, and I come and get the job at Coca-Cola too, sit right beside you, and I got the same policy you just got. And hey, you don't know I got cancer. The job don't know it either. But because it is a group policy and I don't own it, and hey, they don't ask, nobody knows. But y'all, there's so many clauses in that policy. So let me tell you, let me just show you this. Look at this. Y'all, this is real life, right? It's real life stuff. Look at this. I want y'all to read this. Look when this happened during the pandemic, December 16, 2021, right? Dear Miss So-and-so, we reviewed your claim for the life insurance benefits under the policy number so-and-so and regret to inform you that no benefits are payable. Please let me explain, right, how we came up with this. The definition of an actively working employee. That means you are performing your normal duties of your regular job on the regular and continuous basis, 40 hours a week. That's what that means for this policy to pay out. But look what happened to my client. I want y'all to see this. Let me see. I might need to make it smaller. Okay. However, he was not able to return to work after the day he was hospitalized. Y'all, he was hospitalized on October 27th until November 6th, 2021. 1 week. He's been at this job over 40 years. But how about because of that, you are not an active employee. You've been out for 40 hours. You are not active. Therefore, so-and-so was not active at work on the effective date of this policy. His insurance would not begin until the day he returned to work. As noted, insurance for an employee that is confined in a hospital on the day insurance is to begin would not take effect until the day the employee has completed 1 full day of active work. So guys, when you're talking to people and they're sitting on FMLA and they're thinking, oh, I got life insurance at my job, they're not active employees, guys. And if they die, guess what? That policy won't pay out. Guys, you got to remember, life insurance, all they do is monitor risk, right? So there's so many things in these policies. Guys, let me tell you something. And you're going to learn how to do policy reviews, right? Because I'm going to make sure I teach you that. But let me tell you something. They can't see this. Y'all, let's go back to just, 5 years ago during the pandemic. Look what happened in New York. Y'all, we sat here, we watched it on TV. There were bodies in trailers and all this stuff stacked up. Y'all know how many of them people had jobs? Y'all know how many of them people had life insurance on the job? Did y'all hear of a life insurance company going bankrupt? Think about all the thousands and thousands and thousands of people that were on the job. And y'all remember, life insurance on jobs is just pennies on the dollar. You can have a $500,000 life insurance policy only paying maybe $10 every pay period, or $200 or $20 every pay period, or whatever it is, because it's just pennies on the dollar. We didn't hear about no life insurance companies bellying up. You know why? Because also in these policies that you cannot see, guess what it says? In the event of a terrorist attack, a war, or a pandemic, this policy will not pay out. Guess what else that included, y'all? 9/11. That was a terrorist attack. When those two towers fell, that was a terrorist attack. It was deemed as a terrorist attack. Those companies, the job life insurance policies did not pay out. Guys, this is the reason why what we do is so important. We are educators in this industry. And you got to make sure people understand what they have and what they don't have and what they think they have, right? You got to make sure that. So once again, I'll make sure you guys have that too. Just so you can really, 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 really understand what actually happens in this insurance space. Y'all, listen, we got an opportunity of a lifetime to help so many families across this country, right? We got an opportunity of a lifetime to not just teach about the death benefit, but also the living benefit, right? But you got to make sure you're talking about it right. Y'all, I don't want anybody to get in trouble with the insurance commissioner, get your license taken, or even end up in prison, because it has happened. So we want to make sure that when we start the process of training on these policies, that you're paying attention, that you are in it, right? You're truly, truly understanding it. We're going to have more support. It's going to be a lot of training. We are also looking at, and guys, this has not been confirmed yet, but to get life insurance license, you have to take a 40-hour course. So hopefully we can get a discount code to where you can take that course for, so much cheaper, right? And that would be great. And then of course you got to go sit with the state and take your state test. You will have to get fingerprinted. Back when I got my license, y'all did something back when I got my license, we didn't have to do fingerprints, right? California was the only one I remember doing fingerprints for. But now even the state of Georgia does fingerprint. So you will be fingerprinted. They will do a background check. I would tell you right now, if you got a felony, it's going to be a no. You don't even have to ask. They're looking. Yeah, this is, unfortunately, this is regulated by the state. Okay. So we want to make sure, guys, that we are, when you do your class, go ahead and schedule for your test. Let's get it out the way. Y'all, we need so many people out here saving people. Y'all will see me. I do not participate. I promise you, I do not. I don't participate in GoFundMe accounts. I didn't participate helping your mama pay for you being born, right? And that's pretty much what it is. If they had insurance when you were born, guys, guess what? There's a cost to your death that everybody should be prepared for. And this is why I even teach, and I'm talking with families, have life insurance on your children. Y'all, your children are out more than you. They're at a bigger risk of anything happening, right? More than you. So why do we not cover our children? Right? People are walking in schools every day with guns. They're out in the movies where people are going in there going crazy, out at the shopping mall. A lot of times we're working from home, right? So a lot of times we're here. Kids are more prone to being in car accidents that are deadly. So we got to make sure we cover our kids. I will tell you right now, y'all, I'm not a big component of child riders. I'm just not. Because I talk with a family and your child is 2 years old, let's just go ahead and put a policy on them, right? Because I look at a child rider like this. Here it is, I'm Cordie, I'm standing here with my umbrella and I got my 2 kids under the umbrella. Well, the bus come and knock me out, kill me, wipe me and the umbrella away. My 2 kids are still standing there in the rain. So guess what? I'm the main insured. I die. Now my 2 kids have zero protection. And that could be 10, 15 years later. Now they 10, 15 years older. And now they got to have a policy based on that age when I could have got it done a long time ago when it was at a cheaper cost because they were younger, right? Y'all, I'm gonna teach you, don't get in this whole game about, term and whole life and this and that. Y'all, there's only 2 policies. Let's make that very clear. It's only 2 policies, 2 types of policies, term and permanent, period. That's all it is. It's just term and permanent, right? You got your IULs, your whole life, your universal life, you got all that stuff. All that falls under permanent life insurance. Term is just term. It is what it is, right? So guys, listen, do always think about what is best for your client. Always think about what is best for your client. Do not go in looking at it from a commission standpoint. Guys, these are real people that you're going to be talking to. And one day, this policy, whether good or bad, it is going to come alive. Whether it's even, and when I say good, that's if they're using the IUL for retirement. If they're going to use the IUL for retirement, it's going to be good, right? As long as you teach them how to properly overfund that policy. It has to be properly overfunded for it to perform at its peak performance, which most people sell it like that, right? I can't tell Tangela, hey, Tan, I'm gonna write you this IUL and all you just pay $200 a month. I can tell her that. And it's gonna be okay for a minute. But guess what? It ain't gonna, that ain't no, you won't be retiring. That ain't no tax-free retirement that I'm setting you up in, right? And so, guys, that's why sometimes I just watch people and I listen to them. I'm like, I want you to write that policy because I'm going to go right behind you. And I'm going to show them with pure numbers. See, I run illustrations, y'all, and I have my clients initial it so they can see, right? So, y'all, woo, this thing going to be good. It's going to be so good. It's going to be so good. All right, y'all. Who got questions for me? Because I'm telling y'all, listen, I could talk, teach insurance all night. But I just want y'all to understand this is real people's lives we're going to be affecting. They're going to be counting on you, right? I'm going to show you guys how to create a 6-figure income using one simple product, right? Y'all ain't got to worry about going to buy leads. Leads are crappy when they're not personally produced by the company. When they are not personally produced by the company, don't go out here and try to buy leads. I don't care what people out there saying. I've seen more people waste $2,000, $3,000, all this money that they don't have. They're putting it on their credit card and all this old stuff. They don't know how to sell. Y'all, I'm not a big seller of life insurance over the phone. Now, because of the way how we would do business, we probably going to know a lot of these people. So yeah, we can sell it over the phone. But guys, guess what? You got a life insurance license. This ain't about just coming together in Freedom Path and we all selling life insurance. If you are out and about and you're talking to people, let them know what you do, right? I will sit down right with a client. I don't care where I am. And we're going to write us a policy. I can be sitting at the flea market and we're going to write us a policy because I'm talking, right? And that's how you got to be. So, who is that? Desiree. I see your hand is up. Desiree, go ahead.
Hi. This was great. Thank you. I learned a lot. I was wondering because I'm in the process of the course for the life insurance and everything, but I'm in Ohio. and I'm planning on moving down to South Carolina possibly around in May. So, like, if I get licensed up here in Ohio, would it be too soon to do it down in North Carolina, South Carolina as well? Or should I have to wait or
No,
what?
go ahead. If you've already started in Ohio, go ahead and get your resident license there. If you're not
Okay.
going to move to South Carolina for another 6 months, go ahead and get your resident license there because you can always get a non-residence once you get to South Carolina. Okay.
Okay, because I wasn't
I
sure.
mean,
Like,
you
I
can
didn't
get
know if
it.
we had to wait a certain amount of time because I should be moved at the like in the towards the end of May.
Oh, now if you're moving that quick now, I would just wait till I get to South Carolina. So,
Okay.
but this is what you can't do. You can't take a course for Ohio and say, okay, now I'm going to go sit for the South Carolina state test. You can't do that, right? Y'all
Right.
remember, insurance is state license. It's governed by each state. So every state has different rules and regulations. And when you are taking that state test, you're going to have to you take a test about their laws. So
Wow.
if we're right here at May, right? We'll be going May 1st this week at some point. I would wait till I get to South Carolina, take my 40-hour course in South Carolina, and then take their state exam.
Yeah, because I already started the course for here.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Because by the time if you are in that course now, when are you planning on testing?
I probably should try to do it soon. I have a couple, like, I think I have like 2 chapters or so left.
Okay. Well, hey, if you're that far into it and you know you're going to be testing in Ohio like next 2 weeks at least, go ahead and do
Yeah.
that because you can always get a non-resident state license for South Carolina.
Okay.
All righty. Thank you,
All right.
Desiree.
Thank you.
Hey, Dr. Brenda Colston.
Hi, Cordie. Thank you. So maybe I have this wrong. So we're not able to do it in all 50 states then, like we can do other things, all 50 states.
No, you
Is that
can.
correct?
You can. You just got to have one resident state license in order to participate, period, in the life insurance program.
Okay, that's what I thought. Thank you.
Yep. Now, Brenda, what you cannot do, you can't say, hey, Brenda, where you live at? Minnesota?
Yes.
Okay. You can't be licensed in Minnesota, then fly down to Florida and go write your friends. You don't hold a license down there, right? So if you know that for sure, y'all listen, my warm market is in Florida. I'm going to go and get me a non-resident license. So when I go to Florida, I'm going to be the one writing it. You can do that. But where you are writing, you have to have a license in those states. But if I just have a team in those states, I do not have to be licensed in each state because the company holds the 50 state licensure.
So I can have customers in other states. That's what I'm trying to get to.
However, you won't write them if you are not licensed in those states. So, Brenda, you got a client down here in Georgia. You call me, hey, Cordie, can you write my client? Yes, I can. Right? The company's gonna make sure they give you a referral fee. I don't know what that referral fee look like. We haven't got that much detail. Y'all know we still won't be launching life insurance at least for, I would say, probably about another 30 to 45 days. But yeah, so you will still get something. But no, if you do not hold a Georgia license, you cannot write them.
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
Okay. Yolanda.
Good evening, everyone. So I'm very excited about this because I sat for the Virginia class through Primerica in January, and I have been dragging my feet to sit for the exam. So this just motivated me to finally go ahead and actually take the exam to get the license. I just need a little bit more clarification on, I don't want to work for Primerica. But I want to get that license. Since I started there, what I would need to do, or should I wait to take the class? I mean, to sit for the exam, or what? Because I missed the first few minutes of the call.
So I love Primerica. Let me say this. Two of my biggest mentors have come from Primerica. However, I've never wrote business with them. I can't tell you what they're going to do though. They're going to run through your market. They are. Because you're not just going to sit there and get a license through them and they ain't going to run through your market. Then you got to ask yourself, who am I going to have to talk to? Because they're going to write all your market and you're not going to get nothing. I already know that structure, right? So then you got to ask yourself, hey, because Primerica, they agency building at I mean, y'all, they on a whole nother level. They building them agencies fast, right? So you got to ask yourself, do I want to do that? Am I going to still have people to talk to? But I would still get my license. But once again, just make sure you keep some people back because they're going to want you to give them some people to train you, right? Because that's pretty much how they get paid. But I'm super excited that you are super excited. But yeah, oh my gosh, I love Primerica's training. They have you feeling like you can run through a brick wall. Yeah, I'm telling y'all, they the only ones that geek me up about life insurance, to be honest. But I've never written for them though.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Apostle Robin.
Hey.
Hello.
I pray everybody is well. Listen, look, me and testing, I'm like, Lord, you got me wanting to go through the wall. Listen, I was sitting back saying, God, I don't know if I want to do no testing, but she got me pumped up over here thinking I can do it. My question is, though, I want to know, with doing this process with Freedom Path, maybe my impression was wrong. What part of it?
Find me something where I've been telling you all week long.
Oh,
okay, okay. If you could mute your line, go ahead. I'm sorry.
I thought I was like, wait a minute now. My question is, why is every time I talk, somebody want to talk with me? Y'all, come on, y'all want to do a family affair? Listen. Anyway, my question is, what is the Freedom Path part of helping us get our license? Meaning, was under the impression that they would be with the cost of the trainings and all those different things. If you can just dive into that for me so I can see how that works.
Yeah, so I'm still waiting on the information about that as far as, you know, the discount code and all that stuff, what the price would look like. I know other agencies, they normally have like maybe a $30 online 40-hour course that they can provide, right? So I don't know exactly yet because that's not clear right now. Well, that hasn't been determined, right? So let me just say that. So once I get the answer, you know, I'll definitely let you know. I would definitely make sure I keep y'all posted as more and more information is coming. I will make sure I keep you posted on what will the cost look like. Normally, guys, I will say this, I have never sat with a agency that paid for me to take the state exam. Normally that expense is on you. That I've never even had nobody pay a portion of the state exam. Normally that is on the agent, right?
Gotcha.
However, I do know several, probably more than half, that do have discounts for that 40-hour course. So I'll make sure I get back with you on that, okay?
Awesome. Thank you so much. You did amazing.
Girl, hey, listen, go ahead and get that license. Y'all, I'm telling y'all, listen, Apostle Robin, if I don't know, I think I told Keisha, listen, if I don't know how to do nothing else, one thing your girl know how to do is sell a little bit of insurance, right?
Honey, you is anointed for this. Listen, that's for sure.
Thank you, and I appreciate it. All right, Dr. Cofer.
Thank you so much, Cordie. I concur. This was absolutely an amazing training. Super excited about it. I just wanted to chime in and speak to somewhat of Apostle's question. Initially, the company was saying when we first merged in November that they would cover the full cost, but I know at this juncture, with our rapid growth, we will be responsible for partly paying for our own course. But what everybody can do, if you have not already, to demonstrate your interest, you can go into your back office and there is a form. So if you go in and go under life, many of you may have missed the life tab. You go under life, you go ahead and put in your information, and that's going to give them an idea of how many people are seriously interested. Because remember, we got a buffet here. So some people gonna love this lane, some people gonna love the funding lane, etc., yada yada. But just go in there and make sure you are filling it out so that they can gauge your interest. But yes, so Cordie, this was great. Amazing, and absolutely you trained as always, like top tier. And that's what I love about our platform is, guys, no matter who is on this call on a mentorship Monday, they bring 1,000% of their energy and they always bring value. And so make sure whether it's this, because we packed this call out tonight, but make sure, guys, we're putting people on the calls every Monday because we'll grow a lot faster. And the more traction we get across the country, the bigger the company will get. And then we're going to start to see other layers unfold that we that are network marketers are used to seeing. So we definitely want to continue to rock with these Monday calls. And thank you, Cordie, for just doing an amazing job. And also for your service to the company. I've, talked to you, Tiffany, DeBerry, Dr. Tangela. You guys have Chanel. You guys have been great contributors to, the conversation around this, but Cordie really has been, guys, serving us, and she doesn't get paid to serve. And they've taken a lot of her time away from her regular profession, of writing insurance. And she served us in this capacity at no cost. So definitely throw her some hearts in the chat. And we appreciate you, Cordie.
Oh, you are more than welcome. Michelle, look, I already said, yeah, we're going to make sure we get this compensation right. So I was so super excited, y'all. I'm telling y'all, this is going to be game changing, y'all. I'm telling y'all. So y'all better be, hey, just like Michelle said, y'all, now put your head down and let's really go to work. Put your head down. There go my boy Trills. What's up, Jeff Trills?
Cordie. Hey, you know what you did. You put this thing all the way up, then slammed it all the way down. Yeah, that way. So, I could not come on and talk about the greatness that is Cordie Moore. We packed out the call because Cordie Moore was on. And so I'm going to tell you this right now. I am a licensed life insurance agent. And, those who know me know I don't like to take tests. I don't know what I am, but I just don't like to take tests. But there was something about this test that was pretty cool. Actually, when you go through the training, it's going to be educational. It's going to be really, for me, it was really interesting to know how the money really works the way it's been working for hundreds of years, right? How these policies are being constructed and how people are building wealth with these policies. This is bigger than the banks, y'all, right? This is bigger than the banks. Like they I don't think you understand how huge life insurance truly is. And so for those who may be nervous about getting their license or studying the test, listen, I did it. I did it. I ain't no high school graduate, nothing like that. So if I could pass the test to get to this check, you could pass the test too. Now, I'm serious, y'all. This is to be able to help somebody actually build a legacy, live a legacy, and leave a legacy, all through insurance, is why I said yes. And I said, whatever I got to do, it must happen. Because the Rockefeller built a legacy on life insurance. And now we are in a position to help other families build legacies just like the Rockefellers. There's no gatekeeping here, no secrets that's kept away from us now, right? It's no secrets kept away from us now. So now our only obligation and duty is to put this thing to use. First of all, get access to it, be licensed, be excited to be licensed, because now you open up a whole different sector of wealth, not just for people that you're about to help, but for yourself as well. Understanding that game is major, right? And then playing the game to win is off the chain. So yeah, what she showed y'all, the first thing she showed y'all, that was crazy. Crazy. But we over here trying to get loans, and that's cool, but we able to construct loans in a way that wealth is being built. And when you use that money, guess what? It's not going away. You still compounding interest on the money that you used. That's a whole flex. So listen, I'm excited about this whole thing. I'm excited with Cordie, how you shared and laid it down. You put us on game like you always do. And I'm just happy to be in the presence and greatness of Cordie Moore, right? So, I'm saying more and more. I'm gonna just leave it like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna let everybody else talk.
Well, I appreciate you, Trills. I really do. And y'all heard it. And y'all heard from somebody who don't like to take a test. Listen, he didn't even have to tell me that. I just know how fast Trills be moving. He reminds me of one of my business partners, Ricky. Ricky was the same way. He did not like to test, but guess what? He had to finally sit down and test. And because he knew what he wanted, he passed it. Right. So I'm telling y'all, we got to get this done. Hey, Keisha, I see your hand is up.
Hi, Cordie. Good evening, everyone. I just want to say thank you so much. You really were looking out for us when you helped to put this compensation plan in place. I've been a part of another business with a structure that did not offer renewals, and this was key for me. So I appreciate it, and I just wanted to say thank you.
You are more than welcome, y'all. Let me tell you something. Those renewals, that was very important. And I know if you're brand new, you probably don't understand it, but I promise you, one day you will understand how powerful renewals are. And they, once again, only time they stop, y'all, is when people start to pass away. All right, Miss Tiffany.
Hey, Courtney. I just want to say thank you. Awesome, awesome job. My first time hearing it, so I am definitely amazed. I've been in the industry I've been in insurance for 10, but I've been in finance for 20 years. And so I truly appreciate it. I've been around a lot of people in a lot of places in a lot of states. You did a great job. Thank you for the information. And I also want to let the people on the call know I'm a mother of 6. Insurance completely changed my life and took me out of poverty. So I went from 6 children to 6 figures. And it can definitely do that for you. So I just wanted to definitely let everyone know, please. Not only is it going to help you, but it's going to help those around you. People are seeking information. We need to educate them. It is our duty to educate our communities. And that's it. Y'all have a good
Tiffany,
night.
I love it. Let me tell y'all heard Tiffany. Tiffany said she went from 6 kids to 6 figures. Don't play with her. Yeah, I'm telling you, this little license, this is a license right here. I tell anybody, you never have to be broke as long as you hold that license. Y'all, because I can go out of here, I promise you, and y'all gonna see it. I'm gonna tell y'all tomorrow. Like tomorrow, I'm going out of here. I already know I am writing 3 clients tomorrow. I already know that, right? This is one license. You'll never be broke again. Dr. Rocks.
Hey, Cordie. Wow, that was amazing. I could hear the passion in your voice and take it from somebody who knows of not having a life insurance policy. Probably when I was going through breast cancer, bearing a brother who didn't have it, the passion has to be in your heart. And you brought it tonight. I'm in awe. I'm overwhelmed. I'm excited. I'm over here dancing with Apostle Robin. And like our friend Jacqueline says, we coined it from the conference. This is not that. And I'm telling you, all those companies that you talked about, Primerica, whatever, I've had so many opportunities to do this, but they didn't explain it right. But you brought it home tonight with fire in your bones. Thank you, sis. I absolutely am excited.
I appreciate you. Thank you so much, y'all. I'm telling y'all, we're gonna go out here and get it. I'm telling y'all. Dr. Tangela.
Hey, Cordie.
Y'all know I love it. She always, hey, Cordie.
No, but manager director Cordie, you just laid it down, and I know we talk about insurance. I feel like every day. So when she the passion you see right here, she brings it every day talking about insurance because it is so important. And for all of us, we do sit in a great position to offer this life insurance. But I'm gonna tell you another key piece that we hold, y'all, that we're gonna be able to help people with is the estate planning piece. Right. Those two together, that's where you truly are able to transfer the legacy. When we talk about having those trusts, that's so important. You have minor children, you need the money to follow them, put it in a trust. So we just got we got everything we need. And it is going to take the education because for a lot of us and in our communities, this is a new concept, right? I can use insurance to live by. I can use insurance to leave behind, and why it's important to leave behind. And so I'm just excited about what we have. Thank you so much, Managing Director Cordie, for your service and how much you've been working behind the scenes to make sure we got this together. When we get ready to roll out of here, we truly can go make money in the mission, right? So thank you so much.
Thank you, Tangela. You know what? You touched on something too, y'all. And just like she said, you know, we can't let those trusts and all that stuff just go, you know, somewhere left in the corner, because, you know, you can actually have your trust directing the payout from that life insurance policy. When you look back at Whitney Houston, right? And she left Bobby Christina behind. Unfortunately, she ended up passing away, but her life insurance policy was dictated by that trust, right? Every 5 years, it was to pay out Bobby Christina. I want to say it was $10 million or whatever it was, but it was dictated by the trust. So guys, when I tell you, we now have a full financial portfolio that all we got to do is really take our time with clients. Don't rush the process. You rush the process, y'all. You allow somebody to walk in behind you. And guys, remember, your clients are constantly getting marketed to from other agents and other companies and all this old stuff. So you want to make sure you know how to seal the deal with your client. So that's a whole different training. All right. Hey, Miss Teresa, but thank you, Dr. Tangela, for reminding me of that, because that trust can dictate the payout of that life insurance.
Hi, thank you so much for all the information that you've provided. It has been truly a blessing. I'm currently a insurance agent, but I had a question regarding target premium. So, example, and I actually wrote a policy. It was $24,000. In other words, he paid in advance. Um, that policy with the company, the payout was supposed to be on that amount of money for 12 months, 24,000, but we didn't receive that. So I want to make sure when we talk about what that payout would look like, you know, if you're writing a policy, it's $2,000 a month, that the individual was paying toward that policy.
Okay, so Teresa, say that again.
Okay.
They paid the life insurance policy in full. So they paid an annual premium.
We overfunded the policy.
And
So
was this an
policy
IUL?
Yes.
Okay, so Teresa, let's do this.
$1,000 a month.
Yep. So let's do this. Me and you can take that offline.
Okay, yeah, because I want to make sure what you're telling us is very similar to what we did. And then we might need to make some changes.
Yeah.
But thank you so much for everything.
You are more than welcome. Teresa, do you have a number to contact me? Let me give it to you.
I'm ready.
It's 404 840 1833.
Very good. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Hey, Trinithia.
Hello. Sorry for brought turn his volume down. But anyway, I just want to thank you for all the information you shared. My background is from the school system, working in human resources. And you brought so much memories back to me about the way they should have everything set up as far as to their life insurance. A lot of people didn't know. And then when I first got into the school system in human resources, there were things that wasn't shared with us that we should have known to help the people. And as time went by, as the years went by, I started listening to more people and asking questions. But some of the stuff still wasn't shared to me to really just fully help the people. But what you just said, some of the things I could cry because I'm not there now. And I know I can make a change and make a difference because I ran across a lot of people that once they retired or they just had to leave the system for some reason, they thought they still had life insurance.
Yep.
Or what happened, the person was still working in the system. They were able to get the insurance, but they still had the beneficiary as an ex-wife, ex-husband, or a family member that had already died. So, it was just a lot of things that they did not cover with us for us to be able to stay in contact with those people to make sure that they still had all of their information and their stuff set up properly, even for their kids. We had to do a lot of learning, and I thank you so much because you shined a lot of light on some things that I didn't know, and I cannot wait to learn more about life insurance, and I look forward to your mentorship. Thank you.
Oh, I appreciate you. Listen, you got a lot of people to write down in Alabama. I had a business partner that an agent, she used to tear Alabama up, right? And then she had to end up moving to California. Alabama, you got a lot of people, a lot of us are not covered in Alabama. I promise you that. I still get leads in from Alabama. So I'm telling you, you and your husband are going to do amazing in that market. Amazing. I promise you that. So
I'll have your number on speed dial.
absolutely. Listen, girl, listen. I was just helping an agent today, she was sitting in the house, right? Your girl closed that deal. I'm like, let me talk to him. So I'm always doing that, Trinithia, because I am so this is how I live. This ain't something I'm just doing on the side.
I see the passion. I
girl,
see the passion.
listen, this is every day for me. So thank you. I appreciate it. But I'm just telling you, it's a lot of people in Alabama that still need coverage. Okay.
Well,
Hey,
your mission, and I thank you.
You are welcome. Hey, Victoria.
Hello, Miss Cordie. How are you?
I'm good.
Thank you for the training. I just had a quick question. So I did attend the conference. However, that Sunday I had to leave out early, so I missed the whole life insurance part, and that's what I really wanted to be there for. But my question is, I know they said that it was coming in a few months. Did they ever put out a month? Because I don't recall.
A month that it is coming?
Yes, that we're going to be able to start this whole process.
We're looking at about the next 30 to 45 days.
Okay, great. Okay. All right. Well, that's all I wanted to know. Thank you so much for your help.
You are more than welcome. All right, y'all. So that looks like all the questions that we have. Hey, Miss Renee.
Hello, Miss Cordie.
Hello.
I wanted to know, of course, I'm licensed already in Louisiana and Texas, but I have some questions I wanted to know, like, Miss Virginia, can we have a conversation offline,
Girl,
if
you know we
possible?
can.
Okay, I appreciate it.
All you gotta do is call me. You already know that. You my prayer
Okay.
sister, girl. You know you can call me.
Yes. Oh, I'm waiting for the call in the morning. I already got my book on Audible, so I'm ready.
Absolutely. Yeah,
All right.
definitely give me a
Thank
call.
you. Okay.
And then of course, y'all also just remember, y'all please fill out that let them know that you're interested, right? Even if you are already licensed, please let them know the company is looking at the numbers, they're looking at what are we going to roll out with, right? So make sure, y'all, because I'm telling y'all, they're super, super excited, but they want to know that what is our interest level as well. So make sure you're completing that form. If you already have your license, if you're already licensed in different states, just check your boxes or whatever it asks you to do. Make sure you're getting in all that information. Yeah, we will continue. Like I said, as I am getting some of the bullet points that I don't have exact answers for, I will make sure that I am giving you guys that information. So that's nothing that you're going to have to guess and, wonder about. As I'm receiving it, I will make sure we get it. Okay. But I just want to make sure, y'all, we are putting ourselves in position. You're going to have a lot of people that are going to be interested, right? Especially if you know how to talk about it and be positive about it. Y'all, I'm telling you, this is truly an industry. It's one of the largest wealth transfers, right? And so it doesn't take anything away from what we do. You can be talking to funding clients, but guess what? Okay, girl, let me ask you this. Do you have any life insurance, right? Do you have a retirement plan, y'all, especially as you're talking to other business owners? Find out, do they have a retirement plan, right? Have they ever thought about creating a tax-free retirement? Once again, you're going to learn the ins and outs on how to really properly structure that IUL and how to sell it. But find that out, y'all. You'll be amazed at how many business owners do not have. Y'all already know we don't have a 401k plan, right? But guess what? What else do you have set up for your retirement? And so you'll be amazed at how many of them don't even have anything structured for retirement. So guys, that opens that door. And once again, I'll teach you how to talk about that, how to sell that, all that good stuff, y'all. The insurance companies, they will be involved heavily in our training as well. That's what I love about the insurance space. The insurance companies don't have a problem with doing that. They have all kind of videos, webinars, actual live calls. So we would definitely make sure we're properly trained, because once again, this is a truly highly regulated industry. And so I want to make sure that as we're moving this mission with this part of it, y'all, that we're really out there helping families truly, right, start to structure their legacy. Okay, I want to make sure everybody understand that. But yeah, I definitely look forward, guys. I appreciate everybody coming here this evening. Once again, thank you so much for your time. But y'all, listen, we can ready to do some different things with this insurance. I love everything else we do, but this is my bread and butter, and I'm super excited, just to have this additional component added on to it. So just want to say thank you, guys. I look forward to seeing all of y'all and giving y'all more information as more information comes privy to my knowledge. I will make sure I give it to you guys. But you guys have a great evening. Thank you so much. Good night.